is the Corona Cerro post-show for the Corona Saquarema Pro presented by Banco do Brasil, the final challenger event of 2024, where all the qualifications gone down now for our men and women graduating to the 2025 Championship Tour. I'm Kai Paguro, along with Maida Paps and Marcos Bocuyuva. I'm going to start with you, Maida. Your thoughts on this long week? It was an emotional week. We had so many things going on. We went through 48 women, 80 men to come to one champ for each of those.
Yeah, Kaipo, 5 days straight away. We could qualify some men, some women's, like everyone just really looking to realize their dreams for next year. So an amazing days we've been.
I'm really excited about this graduating class. We're going to see some returns to the championship tour for some tour veterans, Marcos, and we're going to see some new faces as well.
New crop, you know, flashbacks. Amazing, this kind of mix with new guys and old guys coming back. Storytelling wise, second to none, man. Amazing.
I mean, we went through probably 100 different subjects in these last 5 days.
A lot of data.
Marcos.
Oh, yeah,
it was very good. Thank you. All right, and you know what? Let's go to the other members of our broadcast crew, Mitchell Salazar and Rachel Apollonio, for our official awards presentation.
Valeu, Saquarema, Brasil! Welcome to the awards presentation for the Corona Saquarema Pro presented by Banco do Brasil, the 6th and final stop on the 2024 World Surf League Challenger Series. Back in Brazil, once again, the best fans in the world. We couldn't really ask for any more support than we get here. Had a great week in Saquarema, celebrating Children's Day. We had the first ever Saquá Run and Fun race. And of course, the Alcina Challenge and the My Generations Heat was always as popular. And of course, the air show that we had here at Praia de Itaúna. Some outstanding performances. We had champions, runner-ups, people qualifying for the World Championship Tour. Congrats to everybody who made it there. Special thank you to our regional sponsors, especially the city of Saquarema and the Rio State Government of Rio de Janeiro.
Boa tarde, Saquarema! Sejam muito bem-vindos à cerimônia de premiação do Corona Saquarema Pro, apresentado pelo Banco do Brasil. De volta ao Brasil, sexta e última parada do World Surf League Challenger Series de 2024. Muita gente na praia, energia como em nenhum outro lugar e, honestamente, os melhores fãs do mundo. Tivemos uma ótima semana aqui em Saquarema, teve muita ação dentro e fora d'água. Durante a celebração do Dia das Crianças, a gente teve a primeira corrida Saquá Run and Fun, Altinha Challenge, o My Hero Generations Heat e o sempre esperado show com acrobacias aéreas da Esquadrilha Céu aqui na Praia de Itaúna, em Saquarema. Também vimos algumas performances excepcionais. Parabéns a todos na final. E um grande parabéns a todos os atletas que se classificaram para o Championship Tour de 2025. Agradecimentos especiais aos patrocinadores regionais, a cidade de Saquarema e o governo do estado do Rio de Janeiro. Além disso, a equipe local, por seus esforços excepcionais, toda a equipe WSL e um grande agradecimento a vocês, os melhores fãs do mundo!
We do want to say thank you to our partners. The Corona Saquarema Pro is proudly supported by Corona, Banco do Brasil, Vivo, Natura Kayak, My Terra, the city of Saquarema, the Rio de Janeiro State Secretary of Sports and Leisure, and of course, Apple Watch. To help us introduce our runner-ups, our champions, and with the awards and trophies today, we have Manuela Perez, the mayor of Saquarema. Rafael Pisciani, the Secretary of Sports and Leisure for the state of Rio de Janeiro. Our Deputy Commissioner of Tours and Competitions, Travis Logie. And of course, a big thank you, muito parabéns, to our President of WSL Latin America, Ivan Martinho.
Um agradecimento especial a Manuela Pérez, prefeita de Saquarema, que mostrou um apoio incondicional à WSL nesses anos todos. E muito obrigada, Rafael Picciani, representando o governo do estado do Rio de Janeiro. O Corona Saquarema Pro, apresentado por Banco do Brasil, é realizado pela WSL Latinoamérica com patrocínios de Corona, Banco do Brasil, Prefeitura Municipal de Saquarema, Secretaria do Esporte e Lazer do Governo do Estado do Rio de Janeiro, Vivo, Natura Kayak e Mãe Terra.
And let's start giving out some trophies, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing our runner-up on the women's side, Ivan Martinho. Let's hear it for France's own. She's going to be a rookie in the CT, Vahine Fierro.
A vice-campeã do Corona Saquarema Pro, apresentado por Banco do Brasil, Vahine Fierro.
Muito parabéns, Vahine. Congratulations. We'll see you on tour for 2025. If you could be over here for us, Vahine, thank you very much. And now let's give a huge round of applause to your champion on the women's side, the first Australian to win the CS here, Macy Callaghan.
Faz barulho para campeã, gente. Macy Callaghan.
Our two women's finalists, our runner-up, Vahine Fierro, Macy Callaghan, our women's champion. Congratulations to both of them. We shall see you back here, hopefully, in 2025, whether the CT or the CS. Now let's get to our men's finalist. Your runner-up on the men's side, Galera do Brasil. Give it up for the local boy, David Silva.
Vice-campeão David Silva.
A huge moment for Brazil, third consecutive year that they've had at least a men's finalist. And now our champion, for the first time ever, winning his first CS event. Let's hear it for the kid from Sayulita, Mexico, representing France, Marco Mignot.
Campeão Marco Mignot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Galera do Brasil, your runner-ups, your champions, Vahine Fierro, Macy Callaghan, David Silva, and Marco Mignot. A couple of rookies on tour next year, and a couple of veterans that had outstanding performances this week. Thank you very much for your attention, and hope to see you next year here in Saquarema.
Mais uma salva de aplausos, gente, para os nossos vice-campeões. Alguns são novatos e outros já são veteranos no tour. Eles merecem muito. Parabéns.
All right, thank you very much. Back to the Corona Cero post show with Kaipo and crew.
All right, Mitchell Salazar, congratulations, Marco Mignot, Macy Callaghan, David Silva, and Vahine Fierro. It's been a great week. It's been a lot of happenings, and let's just wrap all that stuff up. If you're just catching up with us, we can take a look at our men's bracket and the road for Marco Mignot for his first Challenger Series win after quite a few tries, and here it comes. Quarterfinals. Mignot had a battle with Levi Slauson, got that lucky 7-7-7 in that battle, Marcos, to move on into the semifinals up against Joel Vaughn.
Oh, he got the brake, the sandbar dial in. He got the good gear. He got the heavy carves and amazing progressive surfing on the wraps, on the air, like 180s to 70s and full rotations.
But, you know, let's take a look at all of the visions for Marco Mignot. Like we said, started off this morning where he defeated Levi Slauson with some sharp surfing, 7.5, 7.77 to take a win here in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, as you said, Kaipo, sharp surfing, he was so in tune. He found the best opportunities there. He had the whole skills to win this, like he went through the air, on his rails, just really perfect.
Sharp and in control. Mignot light on the feet when he needed to, always securing a finish. Then into the semifinals where he faced Joel Vaughn. This was a battle, Marcos. An 8.5 and a 7.33 though for Marco Mignot catapulted him into the final.
A propeller there, check it out, guys. Propelling, tic-tacking, full rotation into floater. Man, this is, talking about flair, he got it all. And in speed, second to none. Stepping into the accelerator and stabbing one more time. Eminem.
Eminem, where he goes into the final. Eminem against DVD, David Silva, but it was Marco Mignot's day with a 6.4 opener and then an 8.33 for the victory, Maida.
Yeah, he knew that he would have to serve his best in this heat, and he did just the same as he has done before in the previous heat, and going through the air, stomping, and making everything he needed.
I love the corky full rotation there.
And the celebration for Marco Mignot. Wonderful week in Saquarema for Mignot, qualifying for the championship tour and taking out a huge win for France. A lot of support and a cheer up by a gold medalist too.
Nothing too shabby there. A gold medalist and your own dad carrying you to your first victory in the CS.
There are the final numbers glaring at me, Maida, is that 8.33 for Marco Mignot. A dominant performance in this final.
Yeah, for sure. David Silva caught good waves as well. He has this 6.9, but it wasn't enough. Marco Mignot was just stellar.
Yeah, he was stellar. For the women, Maida, we had Macy Callaghan, Vahine Fierro in that final. Macy coming through with, she was undecided whether she was even going to come to Brazil, made that decision, and came out a winner.
Yeah, it was good for her because then she jumped a lot of spots on the ranking, so she's qualified for the Challenger Series next year. And her performance during the whole event was kind of quiet, but then when she got there in the final, she just killed it.
Yeah, let's take a look, Marcos, at our women's bracket and the road for a victory for Macy. Callaghan started off up against Macy up against Luana Silva. That was a heartbreak.
There was a heartbreak clash there.
Yeah, for Luana Silva. So that dashed Luana's chances of qualifying for the championship tour. Then friendly fire for Australia in semifinal number 2. Macy Callaghan winning that and then moving into the final up against Vahine Fierro. By the way, Vahine Fierro, she's qualified with that semifinal finish. She's qualified for the championship tour. Macy Callaghan taking a look at her quarterfinal here up against Luana Silva in the quarterfinals.
That wave was amazing. Nice angles, nice snaps, tons of spray, finding the rhythm. She was kind of shy on the left, and she fired this diamond on the rough there.
On to the semifinals for Macy up against Isabella Nichols, Maida.
Yeah, this was an interesting one. Each girl was surfing in a different position in the ocean, but I mean, Macy found the best opportunities there. She was just in tune. And look, this is Lash. Just so well timed. Every single time she was up and riding. Aggressive as well in this finish.
And us coming up against the smiling Vahine Fierro. Marcos in the final. Macy surfed to the south, and it paid off with the victory.
Hey, Kaipo, tunnel vision, no smiles before clinching a title, so she was super focused. I like the rhythm. She didn't oversurf the waves. She kind of rise to the occasion. In the last heat, she was coming from behind, just scratching the surface with the level of surfing that she can reach.
Very consistent and peaking at the final. And that's what you have to do because, I feel Macy Callaghan, as you can see the celebration there, international celebration, by the way, of the supporters for Macy Callaghan, not just Australians, but Macy Callaghan peaked in the final where she needed to for the win up against Vahine Fierro. Those are the numbers right there. I felt like Macy coming through here pretty quietly. It was the point I was going to try to make. Where she wasn't the outstanding surfer coming through, but made every single heat. And then woke up. It felt like she woke up this morning just with a mission and peaked on finals day.
Yeah, there was such many things down the line there, like people getting qualified for the championship tour, and she was kind of like quiet, doing her own thing, and yeah, just did so great. So living here with a win in a Challenger Series. So best result so far in this stage.
Yeah, that's going to be some momentum for Macy Callaghan going into 2025. In the final, she shared it with a freshly qualified Tahitian, Vahine Fierro. Let's take a look at all of our qualifiers. It's done. We have the list for you right now, Marcos, and we can talk about the surfers that have qualified for the championship tour. On the men's side, Marcos, I talked about it. The Brazilian bounce back. 6 of the 10 spots taken by Brazil.
Oh yeah, 5 comebacks, 5 flashbacks, and 1 new crop represented by Edgard Groggia, and a final case, final slot being provided by Jackson Bunch, George Pitar with a lot of class, Marco Mignon with a super duper, winning and qualifying. Talking about like reaching the level that you want to reach and peaking your game in the end, that was Marco Mignon all over.
Yeah, Maida, I'm looking at the list of the 5 women. We got we have the ultimate veteran in the way of Sally Fitzgibbons, who's going to be entering her 16th year on the championship tour. The return of Isabella Nichols. But the rookies for the women, Bella Kenworthy, Erin Brooks, and Vahine Fierro. I'm really excited to see what they're going to bring to the championship tour.
So am I, Kaipo. They are so young ladies. And I mean, both of them, Erin Brooks and also Vahine, already went really well on the championship tour. So I'm very excited to see what these girls want to come up.
Yeah, I am too. Something to look forward to. Let's take a look at our women's final Challenger Series rankings. Remember, top 5 move on into the championship tour. 6 through 10, Marcos, won't have to surf in the regional series. They already qualify for the 2025 Challenger Series.
Hey, head high to Nadia, Luana, Yolanda, Macy, Sophia. The shortcut to be able to not have to grind on the QS. This is good news so far. And to the ones that qualifying, Bella, Erin, Vahine Fierro, newcomers, new crop, different styles. 2025 going to be insane.
Yeah, look at that. Macy Callaghan with this win up 6 places and in that conversation for requalification for the Challenger Series. She can take a long time off of competition. Here's our men's first page CS rankings, Maida, and you can see Jackson Bunch from Maui just snuck in there. He's going to be an exciting rookie to watch.
For sure, especially with the season starting in pipeline. This guy feels so loose there. He really a charger in pipeline, so it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, congratulations to Samuel Samuka for winning the men's Challenger Series. First Brazilian to do that. Here's the second page. All of these surfers from 11 to 20 requalified for next year's Challenger Series, Marcos.
Let's wait and see how they can bounce back and perform. AL, Matheus Erdi, Emrod, Colin, all the guys were reaping here in Saquarema, guys.
Hey, Matheus Erdi, Michael Rodriguez going to have to regather themselves. This is the second year in a row that they're just below that cut line. So that's a tough one for those 2 guys, but I'm sure they can bounce back in 2025.
And thank you for the backflip, Matheus.
Yeah. That brings us to the Natura Kayak Wave of the Day, and that belongs to the Nova Castrian, Jackson Baker, with a 9.17, Maida.
Yes, such an amazing wave. We saw Matheus Erdi get a 10 in an aerial, and now we saw Jackson Bunch on his rails, so precise, very aggressive as well. Amazing wave.
Amazing claim. He just threw a kiss to the crowd, did the snap finger. That was a 2-stage claim for Jackson Baker.
A maestro claim, man.
A maestro claim. Natural kayak.
Whoa, time for freshness.
Feel the power of freshness right there with that wave of the day. That was pretty cool. Well, now, you know what's really cool? This is the part that I like. It's going to be our top 5 moments of the event. Let's get into it because there was so much going on this week in Saquarema, and we can celebrate those top 5 moments, starting with the My Hero Generation Heat. Look at that gathering, Maida.
Oh my God, it was so nice to see all these guys there, the daughters, the sons, kind of coaching their fathers, putting some pressure on them. And we saw him, Gustavo, put on a show, on a performance, and win this heat. But also, Ronaldo Jacaré was just giving us a nice lesson right there.
Cachote.
This is Cachote, yeah.
Tainá father, man. Great shaper itself.
Really cool. One of the many things we have. One thing we have to look forward to is Aaron Brooks on the championship tour. 9-point ride right here. Aaron Brooks was on fire, just like her surfboards.
Man, upside down that one, connecting the dots to smash one more.
Ah, she got
Such
the
a
news.
young genius.
Dad had to shave the beard and the head. Aaron's on the CT.
Bring the clippers.
Number 3. You ever seen a backflip? Well, you're gonna see it right now. This is a perfect 10 for Mateus Hurdy.
First ever backflip landed by a regular stance surfer in a competition in Brazil. That was historical.
Hucked it through there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach
no
says,
doubt.
give him a 10.
No
What are you
brainer.
doing? No brainer. He got a perfect 10. 10 all the way across the board. And number 2. Let's celebrate, Maida. Marco Mignot, our champion for the men here at the Corona Saquarema Pro, presented by Banco do Brasil. He was up against DVD David Silva in this final, who put up a great fight, but it was Marco Mignot who came out with the W.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is a great fighter as well. He fights so hard, but the day was Marco Mignot's day, you know. Just pulling these ears, stomping. He was with a lot of confidence the whole event. Look at that performance, Marcos.
I love the combination, Maida. Oh, cocky, airs, and then landing on top of the switch stance and providing a lot of huge gouts and snap.
Oh, that was the 8.33 in the final that we just saw, and that sealed the deal for Marco Mignot with his first Challenger Series win.
Lethal form from Marco.
Love it.
Eminem.
He did too. David Silva, though, great surfing, and
Great
congratulations to David. He's back on the championship tour.
Mission accomplished, David. Super.
And Marco with the celebration.
Daddy hug, Charlie Crivon, Qualifiers.
And the chair up with Kaoli Vaz and Dad Christoph. Number 1, our women's champ, Macy Callaghan, Maida.
Yeah, what an amazing performance she put there. She found those lefts when no one was looking that much to those lefts. Could adapt herself because the conditions changed in this final. And Vahine Fierro also had a great performance.
Yeah, Vahine, she got the job done here. Was below the cut line coming into Brazil. Vahine on the championship tour. But Macy Callaghan takes the big trophy home to Australia, Marcos.
Oh yeah, just 2 goofies on the brackets for men's and girls on the finals day. So amazing effort for Vahine. But Macy was so cool, so, with the flow, timing the turns, no rush, not over surfing the waves. That was her recipe for success.
And successful she was.
Now smiling, man, celebrating. Tunnel vision, focus, no smile before.
Focus through the whole thing. And same thing with Marco Mignot. It's been wonderful, Maida.
Thank you, Kaipo.
It's been great, Marcos.
Thank you, my bro.
This has been a really good time.
One more for the books.
I hate to see it end, but it's going to have to end. But thank you, guys. Thank you all for watching as well. And remember, keep up with WorldSurfLeague.com for all of the news and updates. See you January 27th. That is when we're going to kick off the 2025 schedule over at the Bonsai Pipeline. We got a Corona Ceros here. Let's give a ching ching.
Yeah.
Here's
just
to a
can't
great
wait.
year.
Yeah.
Ching, ching.
Let's go.
See you in 2025. And enjoy the end of event highlights. Obrigado.